When it comes to Fortnite kids content, there's obviously one right way to do it and one very wrong way, and in today's video we're going to take a look at something that should have never happened. A 7-year-old boy sat down to watch a normal Fortnite video on YouTube, and instead he got shown a pornographic ad. Yes, you heard that correctly. A child clicked on what should have been a safe Fortnite gameplay and was suddenly exposed to adult content that has no place anywhere near the kids section of YouTube. The craziest part? This wasn't a hack. It wasn't malware, it wasn't even an accident. It was an actual paid advertisement that somehow slipped through YouTube's system and ended up running in front of a Fortnite video made for kids. To really understand why this is so disturbing, you have to think about how kids interact with Fortnite content online. Fortnite is one of the biggest games in the world, or it was once one of the biggest games in the world, but anyway, it has millions of children watch Fortnite creators on YouTube every single day. Parents let their kids watch because it seems safe. The bright thumbnails, the goofy voices, the silly challenges, they see the made for kids label and assume it's clean, but in this case, that label failed completely. Imagine handing your child a toy that's supposed to be family friendly, only to find something completely inappropriate hidden inside, like a knife. That's exactly what happened here. Also, there are some videos on YouTube and TikTok that just shouldn't be there. Just have a look at what I mean. Anyway, let's get back to our story. So the child who saw this ad didn't even understand at first. He thought the Fortnite creator he was watching had somehow made the video themselves, and he was left confused and uncomfortable. That's what makes this so dangerous. Kids trust their favorite Fortnite YouTubers, they trust the platform, they aren't prepared to see something they can't process, and the damage can stick with them for a long time. And this isn't an isolated case. Over the past few years, YouTube has been fined hundreds of millions of dollars by the FTC for failing to protect kids' privacy, using manipulative designs to push purchases and letting unsafe ads slip through. Epic Games, the creators of Fortnite, were also hit with fines for using quote-unquote dark patterns that tricked kids into spending money without even realizing it. When you combine a platform as massive as YouTube with a game as popular as Fortnite, you basically create the perfect storm. Billions of impressionable kids sitting in front of screens ready to be manipulated, whether it's through shady ads, clickbait thumbnails, or scummy links promising free V-Bucks. The reality is parents can't assume that Fortnite content on YouTube is automatically safe because the systems that are supposed to keep it safe are broken. So what can families actually do? First, set up parental controls on both Fortnite and YouTube. Disable autoplay, set age restrictions, and monitor what channels your kids are watching. Second, use YouTube Kids cautiously because it filters some things, but as we've seen, it's not foolproof. At the end of the day, Fortnite doesn't have to be unsafe. The game itself can be a fun and harmless way for kids to play, but when you combine it with broken algorithms, manipulative monetization, and inappropriate ads, it becomes something a lot more dangerous. Parents, content creators, and even the companies behind these platforms need to do more, because right now kids are being exposed to things they should never see, and it's happening through a game they trust the most. So is Fortnite kids content safe on YouTube? Not really, and until platforms fix their systems, the responsibility is on us to protect kids from the wrong side of Fortnite content. My thoughts. So, in my opinion, it is really important for this to get fixed because when you think about it, millions of children watch Fortnite content daily on YouTube and their parents often trust YouTube Kids or quote-unquote made for kids labels without realizing what slips through. And that alone highlights how unsafe the internet can be for impressionable audiences, and the system designed to protect kids is flawed. And it's kinda crazy that this has been happening for years now, from 2018 till now. With all of YouTube's money and resources, that's kinda crazy. Anyway, goodbye.